Richard Ramirez, later known as the Night Stalker, lived a life that spiraled into darkness and violence, marked by crime, addiction, and murder. Born in 1960 in El Paso, Texas, Ramirez grew up in a troubled household with an abusive father. As a teenager, he was heavily influenced by his older cousin Miguel, a Vietnam veteran who bragged about violent acts committed overseas. This exposure to violence and cruelty left a lasting mark. Around this same time, Ramirez began using drugs, marijuana, LSD, and later cocaine, and developed an obsession with Satanism, burglary, and violent fantasies. In the late 1970s, Ramirez drifted to California. His early crimes were largely burglaries and car thefts, but they escalated rapidly. He became addicted to cocaine, which fueled erratic behavior and pushed him further into crime to support his habit. By 1984, Ramirez committed his first known murder, a brutal killing in Los Angeles. Over the next year, he launched a reign of terror that shocked California. Ramirez would break into homes at night, often leaving his victims asleep and defenseless. His attacks were sadistic, ranging from shootings and stabbings to sexual assaults and torture. He showed no clear pattern in age, gender, or background. His victims included the elderly, children, men, and women. This unpredictability terrified the public, as did his penchant for leaving satanic symbols at crime scenes, which added a chilling, ritualistic layer to his crimes. Dubbed the Night Stalker by the press, Ramirez's spree claimed at least 13 lives between 1984 and 1985, along with dozens of assaults and burglaries. His distinctive appearance, gaunt face, rotten teeth, long hair, and his reliance on stolen cars eventually made him recognizable. In August 1985, after police released his mugshot, Ramirez was spotted by residents in East Los Angeles. He attempted to flee, but a mob of civilians caught and beat him until police arrived to take him into custody. His trial in 1989 was one of the most publicized of the decade. Spectators were horrified by his lack of remorse and his satanic gestures, in which he drew a pentagram on his hand and yelled, "Hail Satan," in the courtroom. He even attracted a fan base, admirers who sent him letters and attended court sessions. Ramirez was ultimately convicted of 13 murders, 5 attempted murders, 11 sexual assaults, and 14 burglaries. He was sentenced to death and sent to San Quentin Prison. Richard Ramirez spent the rest of his life behind bars. He never expressed true remorse for his crimes and continued to be a figure of morbid fascination. In 2013, before his death sentence could be carried out, he died of complications related to B-cell lymphoma. Ramirez's life of crime remains one of the most notorious in American history, remembered not only for the brutality of his acts, but also for the fear he instilled in an entire state during his brief but terrifying spree.